Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. Hello, my friends. How's everybody doing? Happy Monday. Sorry I'm late, but I'm here. Hi, everyone. Hello, Jocelyn. Let's try this drink. Never tried it before. This is a limoncello non-alcoholic spritz. Hello, Leia. Hello, Mike. Thank you, Sad Bunny. Hello, Evelyn. Hi, friends. How's everyone doing? Hi, Natalie. Hello, Angel. Hi, Moody Mads. Hello, Aim. Hello, Kaylee. Hello, Phoebe. Hi, everyone. Hi, Veronica. I was traveling last week in Minnesota. Hello, Sad Bunny. Hello, Brianna. Hello, Jenny. Hi, Kelly. Hey, everyone. Hi, Christine. We are the Mexican Fusion Place. Very exciting. This is currently my favorite restaurant in the city of San Francisco, which is saying a lot because y'all know we go to a lot of restaurants. This one happens to be the favorite right now. Hi, BB Alex. Hello, Isa. Why do I always get hate and how do I deal with it? Why? That's up for interpretation, but how do I deal with it? I have lovely people around me, like y'all. Hello, Danielle. Good to see you. Feline, hello. Do they have fried ice cream? I'm not sure. We shall see. Hi, everyone. Thank you, Lacey's backup. Hello, Boo. Hello, Jenny. Hi, everybody. Hello, Makaya. The lasagna, I know, I think we might have to get it. But today we're doing their happy hour menu, so we'll see what foods are even available. Because it might be, oh no, the lasagna is available. Don't worry. And actually, there's like more stuff on here we haven't even seen before. So exciting today. Hello, Vanity. Am I vegan? No. No, I'm not vegan. Although I like a good vegan meal. This is not a vegan place, by the way. This is Mexican Italian fusion. So all of the dishes are both Mexican and Italian at the same time. It's not like there's Mexican food and then there's Italian food. It's together. You found a big clue. Congrats. Hello, Ems. Hello, Amy. Welcome back. How are you? Hello, Zesty. Hi, everybody. Hello, Ice Cream. No, I remember you, Amy. Welcome back. How's everyone doing? We're back in San Francisco today. No more chain restaurants, thank God. The best part of Monday, thank you. I know I'm a little bit late, but I slept in. And I needed it. So that was good. Thank you, Princess Boo. Hello, Zaina. I'm not sure if my bangs are ready to fluff yet. We can try. Sometimes they take a little bit longer to dry. Hello, Caitlin. What am I drinking? This is a mocktail. It is a limoncello spritz, but 0.0% alcohol. I am sober, and that hasn't changed. It's like a very fresh. Hello, Liz. Very fresh, like lemony, kind of herbaceous drink. It's quite good. Hello, everyone. Hi, Nancy Leah. How's everyone doing? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Amy. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Hello, Zaina. What made me decide to be sober? My life is just happier this way. I struggled with it a lot. Hello, Mama Sewell. But I decided to go sober because I was not in a good place, and not being sober was interfering with my life. I was using things in a way that were quite destructive. You know, I've been sober for a long time. I'm very happy. I am on late today. What do I think about the new law in the UK? I think it's terrible. These are good. By the way, thank you, Danielle. First time ever, they brought me a spicy sauce tray. Habanero, so that's real spicy. We can try it if we want the really spicy. And then I think this is poblano, and this is, I forget what this is, but these are both medium, and this is spicy. We have not ordered. We haven't even read the menu yet. Where was I visiting in Minnesota? I'm not going to say it only because I don't want to out my friend that I was visiting. But, you know. That was habanero, so that was a spicy one. Let's see how spicy it was. It's not so bad. Maybe it's a slow burn spicy. Hello, Elvia. No, it's spicy sauce. It's a habanero sauce. That's really not that bad. I also have a pretty good spice tolerance. That's what I'm saying, Chrissy. If anyone has a question, feel free to ask. I'm going to keep the floodgates open for a little while, unless we don't see any good questions. In which case, we'll close the floodgates. You are just hysterical. I knew this. I became a widow last month. I'm sorry to hear that, Persephone. Excuse me, Persephone. Um, Sorry to hear that. I hope we can be a fun distraction for you. Did I do my own nails? No. I got them done when I was visiting Minnesota. What's the dip on the plate? So this is habanero sauce. This is not. These are both medium. I think this is poblano, and this is a what's the green one? Just like a verde salsa. How did I find out I wanted to be trans? So actually, I didn't decide I wanted to be trans. No one does. You just are or you aren't. It's just like you don't get to decide your hair color. You just are. Keep myself safe. Thank you. By the way, I have really, really big news. I want to hear. Really, 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 really big news. Kenzie, what doesn't know what nail color to do? What options are there? What is the drink? This is a mocktail, so it's 0% alcohol. It's a mocktail limoncello spritz. So just like all lemony and fresh and herby. The one in the middle might not. I can try the one in the middle, see if it's habanero. But they said the one on the they said that this one wasn't habanero. So let's see. No, that's medium. This is the habanero one. Yeah, it's definitely habanero. It's spicy, but I also like. What's the news? Should I say the news? Do y'all want to know the news? Pull my leg a little bit at least. I got to make you work for it a little bit. Got to make you work for it a little bit, just a little bit. Make you work for the news a little bit. Your fiance is a trans man and he's carrying a baby for us. That's so wonderful, Carrie. Yeah, I remember you. I remember we had that whole conversation about little people, and that taught me a lot. Actually, I remember you, of course. I so do not. You don't want me to tell, says Kimberly. How do I feel about detransitioners? Most of the time, people who detransition are people who are bullied back into the closet, which is pretty sad. Why do I not drink alcohol? Because it doesn't serve me in any way, shape, or form. I'm happier without it. Y'all, okay, fine. Okay, fine. I worked at the Applebee's in the Marina. The Applebee's in the Marina. Everyone was really nice. The food was awful, though. But everyone was super sweet. The service was great. Just terrible food. Okay, I think we're ready to close off the floodgates for a little bit, and I will give the news. It's big news. Love from Morocco. Thank you. Any advice for trans people in the UK? I don't know if I'm the right person to give advice because I don't know. We did a Chili stream last week, Kenzie. We did one last week, right? It was Chili's, yeah? Yeah, we did it. We did it. It was great. You have big news too. Well, maybe Caitlin, give your news first. Give your news first. Thank you, Chris. And then we can give my news. We'll do yours first. I'm actually very curious. Chili's is better than Applebee's. I definitely enjoyed it more than Applebee's. But also the Applebee's in the Marina is a very touristy Applebee's. Probably a lot more foot traffic, so maybe that's why. Oh, you can't pin. I'm sorry. So much better when it's sun. What do you mean by that? We did get we got a mini lava cake. Oh, sub, got it. For Applebee's. Look, I've had good experiences at Applebee's back in the day, but I will say the Applebee's stream, or the Applebee's versus the Chili's that we've been to recently, Chili's won, for sure. She meant the Apple Store? Did she? Or did they, I should say? I don't think so. I doubt it. I haven't done much in the Apple Store recently. Thank goodness. Yeah, it was a good one. It was a good one. That's a perfect portion of nachos. Yeah, totally. Now, you must be not in the US because everywhere else, this is nachos. But in America, this is chips and salsa. These are not nachos. Nachos are different. I had to learn that when I was in Germany recently. Well, recently, like 3 years ago. Had Applebee's today. I'm sure there's plenty of good stuff you can get at Applebee's. I probably ordered poorly and had an Applebee's that wasn't the best Applebee's. Hello, Mo Williams. Really? Apple Store? I mean, the Apple Store, it must have filtered you, Caitlin. I was there like 4 months ago getting my AirPods repaired. Maybe, is that it? It was fine. Oh, well, hello, Kayla. I'm eating chicken nuggets and pretending it's your chips and salsa. That's funny. What's the news? Okay, well, it seems like Caitlin's getting filtered, so I need some drum rolls, all right? I'm going to make you work for it. I need a drum roll. I might even stand up because it's such big news. Thank you, Elle, for subscribing. Hello, hello. Oh, it looks like we hit a bit of a bump with the subscribers. Thank you, Chaz, for subscribing. We might need to set a new goal for 800 instead of 900. All right, I see the drum rolls. This morning, I booked a trip to Disney. There's a couple things I could say. World. It's no ordinary trip to Disney World. We're going to Disney World in Florida next month. There are going to be 5, count them, 5 days consecutive, no days off, Monday through Friday, of streams at Disney World. Okay? 5 back-to-back days in Florida. I know. Of Disney World streams. I'm thinking we go to Epcot 3 times, 1 to Magic Kingdom, 1 to Animal Kingdom. I don't know if there's much to be done at Hollywood Studios or whatever it's called these days. I'm staying at a Disney hotel, the cheapest one, which is over $200 a night. That's Disney for you. Thank you, Poppy. It's going to be insane. I'm not going to be holding back at all. I'm not going to be holding back one bit. It's not going to be just like little hour-and-a-half long streams. I'm going to hopefully be streaming the majority of, like, I don't want to say the majority of the day, because like 8 hours is a long time to stream, but I'm thinking like marathon streams, like Poppy said, okay? So it'll be, you know, we hit maybe a couple restaurants per stream. Maybe like, and especially at Epcot, where we can go, you know, one restaurant, walk to the next restaurant, walk to the next restaurant kind of thing until we can't eat anymore. Okay, we're not holding back any stops. Okay, I also bought the you know, have y'all seen these viral videos recently of people on Disney rides doing like the serving looks, like they're on Tower of Terror, and like the video comes up, and you know those videos. Have y'all seen those? And people are just like doing model looks like on the Tron Light Cycle roller coaster or whatever. I bought the package so I can do that video for as well. You don't think 3? Really? Are you sure? You don't think I'll need 3 days at Epcot? Well, we can play it by ear. I need to do a little bit of research, but Epcot is known for food. By far, more than any other park, Epcot has restaurants, right? And if we want to try to do as many restaurants as possible, Epcot's probably the place to go, right? I could be wrong. Hello, Hith. Hello. Drink Around the World Mocktail Edition. Absolutely, we can do that. Absolutely. So y'all, start doing some research. If you don't already know about Disney World, look into the restaurants. Start recommending stuff. I'm open to it because I haven't made any plans yet in terms of what days I'm going to be at what park. That's not set in stone yet. I don't know how many days I'm going to be at which park. Just for now, I'm thinking 3 days at Epcot, but we'll see. That will be expensive. It has already been very expensive. It has been, I spent just the tickets plus the hotel was over $2,000. The plane ticket was about $500. 600, I guess, closer to 600, plus dog sitting, bring it to a little over 3,000. So this is a pricey trip, but it's going to be great. What airlines? Well, I'm not going to say what airline, but I know it's expensive, but it's all in the name of a good time. It's all in the name of the streams. It's going to be lovely. So am I going solo? Great question. I don't know the answer to that yet. I might be met there, but like it depends on the day, because I'm not sure if like every day I'm going to be with someone. I'm probably going to be solo for at least some of it. Thank you, Stacy. I'm excited too. Thinking about the drinks. Yeah, I've done Drinking Around the World with alcoholic drinks before I got sober. But this will be Drinking Around the World Mocktail Edition. I don't know how much of it I'm going to be solo. Probably for the streams I will be alone. or at least for most of them. I have a couple of friends in Florida that might like join me for a day or two. Because if you didn't know, I actually lived in Florida for a decade. So I know people who live in Florida. So we shall see. We shall see what ends up happening in terms of special guests. But it's exciting. Thank you, Paige, for subscribing. Opa. All right, so that's the big news. And Caitlin, I still didn't see your news. What? What about Mama Tino? My mom? My mom might join. Depends. I think she's interested, but we got a plan because she also knows people in Florida because we used to live there. So it might just be Mama Tina for some, but not all. It's 5 days. It's a lot of time. So you just moved to Florida. Cool. Hello, Samantha. The lovelies are going to take over Disney. Yeah, if you happen to be, your news was a joke. Got it. Okay. I'm sure it was funny. If you happen to be at Florida Disney and you see me, feel free to say hi. We leave for our Disney World trip May 29th. Oh, that's exciting, Lily Pickles. That's exciting. I'm not going to say which days I am at Disney. Obviously, one day I will be in San Francisco, and the next day I will be in Florida at Disney World. And you won't know when it's going to happen. Obviously, as soon as it happens, you will know. It will be a full week, so somewhere in May. I'm not going to say when until I'm there, just so no one can get too creative with their planning if they have any interest in being weird and gross to me. I'm not going to make it too easy for them. Is my mom going? TBD. TBD. We shall see if my mom wants to go, Mama Tino. But I will be streaming all 5 days, and it will be a marathon of content and excitement and fun. So get pumped for that. Can I get a hug because I need one after this weekend? I'm sorry, Kimberly. Here's a hug. I'm sorry. I hope you're doing okay. Sounds like maybe not so much. Hello, Trish. I know. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. And we'll probably do some of it sub-only streams and some of it for everyone, just so we can strike a balance there because there will be a lot of streams. So if you ever wanted to subscribe, it will be the time to do so. Shall we read the menu? This is, again, my favorite restaurant in San Francisco. I cannot say this with enough emphasis. I'm not exaggerating. This is my favorite restaurant in San Francisco. I don't think anyone's doing it better than they are right now. Lonnie, I'm on others, but it will all be on TikTok. All the streams will be here and here only. Hello, Shayla. I'm doing great. How are you? Y'all ready for this? This is the happy hour menu. Okay, so unlike the regular menu, it looks to be a little bit more small bites. They do have the birria lasagna. I'm glad to hear that, Shayla. Hello, Chantel. We'll get to it though. Okay, they have pizzas. This is Mexican Italian fusion. So everything here is got elements of Mexican food and elements of Italian food mixed into one dish. Hi, how's it going?
Good. Everything okay?
Everything's wonderful.
Would you like to order anything, or are you good?
Oh, I'm good for now. I'm just starting to read the menu now with my.
Take your time. This is the happy hour menu that we have every day from 3 to 5.
Got it.
Chef took care of the best, most popular dishes and put in the happy hour.
Perfect.
A couple of the very, very good dishes. It's number one in the house. Definitely birria lasagna. I have people that are coming.
Oh, trust me, I know.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
All right. Enjoy with the limoncello, and I'll be right with you. Okay?
Appreciate it. Thank you. Did you switch out from my previous server?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
She's done for today, and I'm like, okay, I'm jumping.
Perfect. Thank you. What's your name?
Dan.
Ben?
Dan.
How do you say it?
It's Dan like a day.
Dan.
D-A-N, yeah. Your name?
Dan. Dan. Got it. Lily.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Dan. Okay. Let's do this. Hi, Ciaria. Ciaria? Am I saying that right? Ciaria, or is it Ciaria? Either way. Hi. Here we go. They have fresh oysters. What did the other server do? Nothing. It looks like they just switched out. So I just want to. That's why I asked. Because the happy hour just started. Okay, they have fresh oysters. Daily selection of locally sourced oysters served with house-made mango mezcal mignonette and watermelon granita. Interesting. Is this the place with the interesting ice cream? I'm not sure. Interesting ice cream. Hello, Annie. Or Annie. Thank you, Katie. I can't talk today. Oh, no. That was a different restaurant. That was just like traditional Italian. This is Italian-Mexican fusion. Hi, Allie. Happy Monday, Seth. Okay. Those oysters are interesting. $22 for 6, though. Not bad. For San Francisco, of this caliber of food, makes sense. They have a fried calamari with green beans, bell peppers, and a coconut batter, topped with shaved fresh coconut and chipotle aioli. Good morning, Carissa in Australia. How are you doing? Sounds good. I don't like calamari. Now, the street bites, the happy hour street bites. They have cauliflower al pastor, which, again, this is Mexican and Italian fusion. Roasted cauliflower marinated in a traditional al pastor sauce, served with grilled pineapple, red onions, and chives. That sounds a little bit more on the Mexican side of things, less Italian. Chicken Alfredo is never wrong. I agree. They have an Aztec Caesar salad. Okay. It comes with avocado, polenta croutons, cotija cheese, and a cayenne Caesar dressing. That sounds good. They have trompitos al pastor, so that's tender pork al pastor skewers, cilantro and onions served with spicy pineapple sauce. Each order includes 3 skewers. That sounds really good. They have street corn romano. What is al pastor? Al pastor is like a sweet way that you marinate like a meat or something. It's like a pineapple-y, savory, sweet thing. The street corn romano, y'all remember that movie Corky Romano? I never saw it, but I can't help but think that Corky Romano has a cousin named Street Corn Romano. Hi, Brittany. Oh, but that person is also played by Chris Kattan. Oh, thank you, Daniel. I'm Jewish. I don't really celebrate Easter, and yesterday was kind of a recovery day because I was traveling last week. But I had a nice day. Just hung out with Nugget and played some video games. It was nice. The street corn romano is grilled corn ribs. So that's, if you don't know what a corn rib is, it's kind of like corn on the cob, sort of. It's not the full cob, but it's kind of makes it look like ribs. Made with chipotle mayo and pecorino romano. I do love street corn. Thank you, Shayla, and thank you, Daniel. I did have a nice day. They have arancini a la mexicana. So that's saffron rice croquettes, so fried rice balls filled with chorizo, that's like a spicy sausage, and melted fontina cheese, served with roasted cherry tomatoes coulis sauce. Sounds good. We've had them here before. They're wonderful. Hi, Brie. They have, now this is something that isn't on the regular menu. They have tacos wagyu beef con crema di gorgonzola. That's very Mexican-Italian fusion. Tender wagyu beef in soft tortillas, topped with gorgonzola cream, arugula, and pickled red onions. Okay, I'm listening. They also have tacos capesante y fungi, which is seared scallops, topped with sauteed wild mushrooms, crisp frise, chipotle aioli, all in a soft tortilla. So like scallop mushroom tacos. Interesting. You couldn't say it properly. I'm sure they would forgive you that. Chorizo is spicy, isn't it? I mean, it's not like spicy. It's just I would say it's more got like maybe a little spicy. Not that spicy. It's a little spicy, right? You don't like blue cheese? I love gorgonzola. Thank you, Priscilla, for subscribing. They also have tacos lobster. Those are $29 of tacos, but it's lobster. Succulent lobster, creamy avocado, crisp slaw, lime crema, fresh cilantro, all wrapped in a warm tortilla. It's spiced, not hot. Yeah, it's not like spicy. Yeah, but I would say it's got maybe chorizo has a little kick to it. So that's that. Then they also have the classic, the thing that everyone talks about when they come here, birria lasagna. Okay, that is layers of tender birria beef, traditional lasagna pasta, tomato sauce, creamy bechamel, all baked with mozzarella. We've had it before. It is so stinking good. Thank you, Nick. That is so sweet of you. The lobster tacos would be your pick. We've had it, and it's really good. And then they also have a burger. And then they have pizzas. They have a wood-burning pizza oven. Hello, Sabrina. They have a Regina margarita pizza, which is just classic margarita, which, if you didn't know, is tomatoes, fresh mozzarella, and basil. What if that's overrated? The birria lasagna is not overrated. I've had it before, and it's lovely. You had a horrible weekend, had to work a second job in order to make the bank not negative. I'm sorry, Sassy. Ugh, I'm sorry. Also, we got a gift that came through. Thank you to the person who gifted me that sub. I didn't catch it, but whoever did, thank you. Little bougie, I love lobster. I'm like, on lobster. I'll eat it, but usually the price to me isn't enough. It's usually higher when you're talking about lobster, and I don't love it enough to like go for it. But we got a gift. A gift came through today. It's from, or our first gift of the day. Is from someone I don't want to. I'm going to say their name because I don't know what username it goes to. This is from Charlie, assuming from outside the U.S. because it's a funky amount. Oh, never mind. Okay, here we go. Oh wow. Okay, this is from Chaz. This is from Chaz. All right. Excuse me if I said said the name that was not a good feeling name. I can't talk today. They sent about $4. Thank you, Chaz, and said, "Hey, currently watching your live and need some advice." You got it. My girlfriend is trans, cool, and my family is supportive, cool. Although my dad, on the other hand, doesn't understand or use correct pronouns, even though I've told him multiple times that she's trans and is a woman and he needs to respect her. It's just frustrating and upsetting at this point, and I don't know what to do or how to help him understand. From Chaz, with a little planet emoji and 2 X's. Chaz, of course, now we know is from the UK because of the X's. That's UK people love to put X's at the end of things. Okay, so to recap, Chaz's girlfriend is trans, love it. Family is mostly supportive except for the dad, who does not gender her correctly or seemingly respect her in general. Not cool. Thank you, Nick. After multiple times of issuing incorrect pronouns is definitely intentional. Yeah, because at the end of the day, it's really not hard. Nicole, thank you for asking that. I'm sure Ahmad will pin it in just a second. User52 or someone will give you the instructions. It's really not that hard to get someone's pronouns right, especially if you have a vested interest, right? If someone says, "Ooh, you misgendered me, that hurt," and you care about that person, you're going to put in a little bit of effort to make sure you get it right, right? So it sounds like your dad is a couple issues, right? The first level is your dad doesn't respect your girlfriend, period, and specifically doesn't respect, it sounds like, trans people. And number 2, isn't putting in the effort to gender her correctly, which is a problem. But really, I think you got to address the base issue first, which is a lack of respect. It's a really tough thing to address. I always say when it comes to bigoted people, there's 2 types of bigots. There's the type of bigot who has just heard, "Oh, trans people bad," right? I've never met a trans person. I heard trans people are bad. I heard about the bathroom thing. That's it. And they just believe what they've heard, and that's it. And then there's people who have maybe met a trans person and been told, "Hey, actually, that's not right. Trans people are not like out to get you or invade your bathrooms or take sports from you or whatever it is." And they've heard these arguments, but still chosen to be a bigot, right? That's up to you to decide which side of that fence your dad is on. Because if your dad is completely unwilling to ever respect trans people, there's nothing you can do. In fact, I would say probably, and it depends on your relationship with your dad and where you are in your life. But if a family member of mine did that, I would cut them off. In fact, I have family members like that, and I have cut them off. Family members who, despite all the evidence that's been given to them to the contrary, will never ever call me he, or excuse me, she. Will never call me Lily. And they don't get to be in my life. Now, if you are financially dependent on your dad or, whatever it may be that you really standing up to him could cause bigger problems, that's up to you. But you first need to decide if your dad is ever going to get there. Because if you don't think he's ever going to get there, it might not be wise for you to put your energy into trying to change his mind. But if you think that he could be swayed, sit him down and say, "Hey, look, Dad, it is so deeply hurtful, not just to my girlfriend, but to me," right? Because if he doesn't care about your girlfriend, maybe there's a chance he does care about you, right? And try and leverage your relationship instead of just this person that you're dating. Say like, look, it doesn't hurt just her; it hurts me, right? And if we're going to continue to be in each other's lives, you have to respect who I date, right? And we can talk about any issues you might be concerned about, right? You can have him give him an opportunity to voice concerns, right? If he's worried about bathrooms or worried about sports or all the things that he might have heard, give him a chance to say these things out loud, and then one by one go through and tell him why all of those assumptions are incorrect. Um, Guide him, if you're able to the land of acceptance and love. It's just uncomfortable for her, and he's not even bothering to try. Yeah, I mean, so Chaz, what I would do is just, if you can, sit your dad down and have that conversation. Do you think he would be? I didn't realize you were in the chat. Do you think he would be amenable to that? Do you think he would be willing to sit down and have that conversation with you? Do you think, or do you think that wouldn't work? Because it's up to you. Thank you, Nick. Thank you so much. Nick's just giving all the gifts today. Thank you so much. It's up to you to decide, because if you don't think it's going to get anywhere, then it might not be worth your time and energy, and you might want to start working towards him not being in your life. Oh, I'm great. Thank you so much. I wonder if he understands. Sorry, I missed some comments. Allie says, I wish people understood. It's so simple just to be kind. Even if you don't agree, just be kind. Yeah. Trans people deserve respect just like everyone else, says Danielle. Yep. Selena, the chat. We've been on for about 30 minutes. Allie says, my mother-in-law, after 6 years, doesn't get my name right. That's not an accident. It's a pattern. Yeah. Yeah. It's one thing here and there to slip up and be like, oops, I'm so sorry. But it's another thing to not even try. It's just not, it's not okay. Now, I know this is a bit of an extreme solution. Thank you, Nick. You're so sweet. But I remember there's this meme. You don't think I'll take my advice? Well, then, Chaz, maybe your dad isn't someone you want to be in a long-term, and I say relationship with, but like, if your dad doesn't respect trans people, and if you're dating a trans person, if you're, the person who your partner is in theory the most important person in your life. And if your dad is unwilling to respect your partner, maybe your dad doesn't deserve to be in your life, right? Or maybe even you can set an ultimatum. Be like, look, if you keep acting this way, you don't get access to me anymore, right? Keep us posted, though. I hope he comes around. We got another gift. Thank you to whoever this is. This is from, this is sweet. It's from Nicole. Hello, Nicole. Nicole sent $10. Thank you so much. And said, I have an 8-year-old trans nephew. Thank you so much for being patient and explaining things from your perspective. Of course. I love to hear that. I mean, a lot of times people will find themselves in a position where they, I have a trans nephew or niece now, or trans, hibbling, which is the gender neutral term for like niece or nephew. Or my kid just came out as trans, or my parent just came out as trans, or whatever it may be. Good. Sounds good, Chaz. And even if you consider yourself an accepting person, you might be confused, or, maybe you've never in theory, you're cool with trans people, but you've never met a trans person before. And there's like all these feelings that might come up. I'm glad that you sought out something like this, where you can get answers to your questions without having to feel, like you're not accepting, because it's totally fine to have questions. That's totally fine. And I'm glad that you sought them. So thank you very much, Nicole. Appreciate the gift. Okay, back to the food. We have the oysters, the calamari. I don't want either of those. Don't want the cauliflower or the Caesar salad. The pork skewers I'm interested in. They're like al pastor pork skewers with a spicy pineapple sauce. That sounds good. The street corn Romano sounds good. Thank you, Kelby. The arancini we've had before. The Wagyu beef tacos sound really good. I probably prefer those over the lobster. Although the lobster ones sound good too. The scallop and mushroom tacos, they sound great. The birria lasagna, incredible. We've had the birria before. We could do it again, or we could do things we've never had. And then there's the pizza. We haven't even read that. The beef sounds lush. Yeah, Wagyu is incredible. They last time we had we've had the pizza al pastor. We've had the chili prosciutto poblano pizza. That was wonderful. The pizza whole box, so that has octopus on it. The pizza huit la coche, I think I'm saying that right, has it's a unique pizza topped with fresh mozzarella, Mexican truffle, roasted cherry tomatoes, and sweet corn. That sounds pretty good. So that's a very unique Mexican Italian pizza. Um, what we could do is get that pizza to start. I don't know. Or we could just do the street corn on its own. We haven't had the street corn before. We could start with the street corn because that's very unique in terms of being Mexican-Italian fusion. Thank you, Kelby, for subscribing. Opa to you. Hello, hello. The Wagyu Gorgonzola tacos sound so good. That just sounds really good. And so do the lobster sounds good too. I'm so split. I don't know what to do. Help me. Thank you, Nick. You had Wagyu lasagna. Interesting. Okay. Okay. I think I have to do the Wagyu tacos. I think I have to. And then starting with the street corn sounds pretty dang good. I could also see him start with the skewers, but the street corn sounds incredible. What do we think, y'all? What do we think? You made it yourself? That's awesome feeling. Oh, well, thank you for subscribing, Kelby. Appreciate you. Okay, I think we all are pretty interested in the street corn. So we'll start with that. Now, do we go from the street corn to the Wagyu tacos? Do we go to the street corn to the lobster tacos? Or do we go from street corn to a pizza? I don't know. I really don't know. I think there's a lot of options here. It's really tough. It's a really tough decision today. Maybe we could do a poll. Is user 52 here? Let's say for the main, do Wagyu tacos, lobster tacos, corn pizza, or actually truffle. Well, it's a truffle corn pizza. Okay, so the options are Wagyu tacos, lobster tacos, truffle corn pizza. Those are the three options. So if they're there, we'll let them do that poll really quick. I'm seeing a lot of Wagyu. And it's Wagyu with gorgonzola, which is kind of like blue cheese. So it'll be definitely interesting. We also got another gift, Wagyu all the way. Okay. Oh, this is sweet. I think I can say this person's name. It starts with a J. Can we vote twice? I don't think so. Oh, thank you for the butterflies. Whoever said that, thank you, Kelby. Is Wagyu worth the hype? I've had it once. It's a very fatty meat. Oh, thank you, Jerry. I'll read it in just a second. It's like there's a lot of fat in it, so I'm kind of like, it's not my favorite, but it is very tender. So there's that. This is from Jerry. Jerry sent $10. Thank you, Jerry, and said, "Love your lives daily. I am a teacher of teenagers. God bless you. Some who struggle to feel accepted or acknowledged for who they are. I am learning, and you help me be a safe person for them," with a red heart emoji. Thank you, Jerry, for saying that. It is not easy to be a queer teenager right now. Not one bit. I am, in some ways, lucky that I wasn't out as a teen. In other ways, not lucky at all. But if you know who you are as a teen, it's great if you have a supportive network, supportive parents, supportive friends, supportive teachers. It's really hard if you don't. So thank you for being a safe person. I'm a self person. You are a self person. Everyone's a self person. But thank you for being a safe person to them, because there aren't enough safe people out there for trans teens. So if you ever need anything, you let me know. And thank you for the gift. Okay, can the poll happen? I guess user 52 isn't here right now. That's fine. All right, I have a question. So I think I'd like to start with the street corn, please. And I'm between Wagyu tacos, lobster tacos, and I think and maybe the huitlacoche pizza. I don't know. I've had a lot of stuff on this menu before. These are things I've not had before.
Oh, you already tried some stuff?
Oh, I've been here a bunch. I love this place.
Nice,
yeah.
Nice. I would say I don't know what happened. 3 weeks ago, tacos lobster became #1 most popular tacos in the house. Chef did change a menu. He's putting a big lobster right now. It's like full with the tacos inside, so it's very good.
So the lobster is particularly fresh today?
Very, very good.
Okay.
I had them last night. I was off, so I just arrived here to make some. And the chef told me the same lobster they were using, we're going to use this week and next week. But basically all the time fresh.
Okay.
It cannot be more than 48 hours.
Wow.
So it's good. This is, by the way, this is the owner.
Oh, I know Marco. Oh,
All right. Yeah,
yeah.
there we go. So, yeah, I would say tacos lobster.
Okay.
Corn. I wasn't here since the beginning, so any allergies?
No, just grapefruit, but I don't think that's here.
No, got it. But thank you anyway for letting me know.
Okay.
I got it. I'm gonna send the corn definitely.
Okay. Yeah, give me a few more minutes about the lobster. I'm not 100%
Let's
sure
do
yet.
it by the course. I'll send the corn, and after we can add more.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Okay, what do we think, y'all? We've been told that the lobster is fresh. I'm not usually the biggest lobster person, but I'm open to it. Y'all still say the Wagyu. Wagyu. How do you say it? It's Wagyu. Wagyu. Where's Wagyu? Oh, thank you, Piper. You're sticking by the Wagyu? Okay, we can still go Wagyu. Why don't we do a poll? What's on? Okay. It is probably my guess is 3 lobster tacos for $29. Thank you, White Hearts, for subscribing. Hello. We'll do a poll. And you know what? I will probably abide by it. Yeah, the lobster tacos are $29. The Wagyu are $21. So I'll read the descriptions and we do a poll, okay? Tender Wagyu beef and soft tortillas topped with gorgonzola cream, arugula, and pickled red onions. Okay. And then the lobster is succulent lobster, creamy avocado, crisp slaw, lime crema, fresh cilantro, wrapped in a warm tortilla. Okay. Absolutely, Kelby. What kind of questions you got? And let me know if you, after you ask a question, if you get filtered, so we can know if you got filtered. All right, so smile for Wagyu tacos, frown for lobster. Smile for Wagyu tacos, frown for lobster. See which ones we want to do. Smile for Wagyu, frown for lobster. It's pretty close. Lobster with a slight edge, but anything can happen. We've seen comebacks before. Slight edge, about 8 votes ahead for the lobster. Roughly still that. Anything can happen here, y'all. About 10 away. Like, could see. We'll see. Let's see, where are we at here? 4 away. If you want to vote, make your voice heard. Smile for the Wagyu tacos, frown for the lobster. What do we think? All right. Yeah, I like everything that comes out of this restaurant. So, Lobsters won it by 5 votes, which in the scheme of things is really not that much. It's a pretty small margin. I don't know, y'all. I'm split. Either way, whatever we don't get, we can get again later. I think I'll go for the lobster. It's been recommended. It has been recommended by the server. It's been recommended. I think we have to do the lobster. I'm a sucker for a good server recommendation. We'll do it. Ooh. Good question, Carissa. Let's see if we can do that. I wonder if we could do a taco sampler. We'll ask. What do I think about modern society's view on queer beings? Interesting. Society's view of... That's a very broad question. Can you be a little bit more specific about that? Because I don't know. Like, people have different opinions about queer people. So, like, I'm not sure exactly what society's view is, because that's a little bit too broad. But zoom in a little bit, and I'm happy to answer the question. Yeah, it'd be cool. Actually, I wonder if we could get one of each, because there's 3 different types of tacos. There's also the scallop and mushroom taco. It would be so cool to try all 3 of them. right? You never seen me deviate that way. I mean, look, if it's good, it's good. I've been wrong before. I've been wrong before. Not, I'm sure both are great. I'm sure both are great. But yeah, I think we should ask to try one of each. I think that would be perfect. So that because we're not here this late usually, we'll see if we can get one of each. Not because I can't. All three would be too many tacos, but one of each would be perfect. I was trying a little bit more chips and salsa. Also, I want to open the floodgates in just a minute. Taco Flight, if they can do it for us, I'm not sure. What I do want to say before I open the floodgates, if you have a question, if you're not subscribed, this is the time to ask it. But, okay, that's real spicy. That's habanero. That is habanero. Hello, Nathan. I'm turning into Robert De Niro. I'm good. I'm good. I'll have another taco or another chip to balance it out. I don't think you switched it. Would I switch? Oh, I will in a second. I'm just saying, like, if you want your question answered, put it in the chat. That's hot, but I love it. All right, let's do this. Oh, I will soon. Thank you. All right. Do I watch Drag Race? No. I have nothing but love for that show, but that guac looks thin. It's not guac. It's verde salsa. How has my healing journey been? Really good. I mean, it was a tough few months, but especially the last 2 to 3 weeks, my energy has really been coming back in a way that I'm like so grateful for. What products do I use for my hair? Leave-in conditioner is really the main one. Was the palm reader right? Is there a love interest this April? Not yet. Not yet. We were discriminated against by a pediatrician for being a two-mom family. How can we heal from this? I'm so sorry to hear that. I mean, find a better pediatrician. Are you still going? Because if you're still going, that's step one. Find a better one. But beyond that, I love you, Lily. Just wanted to say I think straight hair would suit me better. Well, my hair is curly. I don't know what to tell you. Also, straightening your hair takes a lot of time, and also can be kind of damaging to your hair. So, yeah. If you want to see my hair straight, though, you can. There are pictures of me out there with straight hair. But yeah, no love interest yet. But we're not all the way done with April yet, right? What is today? What's today? The 21st? Yeah. Problem See This. Been watching since 2021. You helped me through a difficult heartbreak. I appreciate you saying that. I'm glad to have been of service. Any travel plans besides Disneyland? That's a good question. Yes, actually. So I'm visiting my parents at some point, pretty soon actually, and then Disneyland next month, and then I'm going on a family cruise later this summer, which is exciting. I'm not saying when. It's like a Caribbean cruise, which is pretty cool. And beyond, anything else? I don't know beyond that. Yeah. You helped me during a difficult time. Oh, well, I'm happy to have been of service. How do I feel about the conservative trans women that side with the anti-trans agenda? I think it's awful. I don't know. Am I going to stream on the cruise? I would like to stream on the cruise. That would be ideal. I will stream on the cruise as long as there is streamable Wi-Fi. I really don't know because I've been on a cruise when was the last time I went on a cruise? I think 2018. But I wasn't doing content there, but I don't remember the Wi-Fi being particularly good. It could be good, but it's got to be really good to be streamable. So we'll see. Would I come back to Scotland in the future? Sure. How am I doing? I'm good. Wi-Fi is not good on cruises unless you get the package. Well, of course, I would, pay whatever money you need to get it, but it would just depend on how good it is. Because it's got, it's one thing to just like check your socials, but it's another thing to do a stream that isn't like bumpy and stuff. You know what I'm saying? How do I deal with do a stream that isn't like bumpy and stuff? You know what I'm saying? How do I deal with all the hate? I've got good people around me. That's really what it is. Got a therapist, got good family, good friends. A lot of people stream on cruises. Okay, it lags a lot. Yeah, see that I'm not going to do it if it's laggy. What's your opinion on how in our society people don't educate about queer people? I mean, sometimes they do. I think it's important, but I don't think it's like a broad general thing that's not happening. And once again, like society's big. There's a lot of different opinions, a lot of different types of people. So I think plenty of education is happening, and plenty of education also isn't happening. Chose the watch? Sure. It's just an Apple Watch. It's like a cheap little watch band that makes it look gold, but it's not. This is like a plastic little plate thingy. It's cute though, right? Hi. Oh, perfect. Thank you so much. Is it possible to do a taco flight where I try the Wagyu, the scallop, and the lobster?
Yes. Like
Perfect.
3 of them. I got you.
Yeah, just but only one of each.
Yeah, no worries. I got you.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Taco flight. Taco flight. Taco flight. Thank you, Kelby. Skincare routine. I just wash my face at night. Oh, I got to do estrogen. I do estrogen every Monday. I got someone DM me to remind me to do my estrogen. Is there a reason I chose the name Lily? I just like it. It's really it. It's been with me for a long time. I've loved it since I was little. And then it just made sense when I realized I was trans. Yeah. Why did you turn trans? That's actually not something that happens. No one turns trans. You just are born that way. It's one or the other. It's once you realize you're trans, you can choose whether you stay in the closet and be miserable or live your truth. But you don't turn trans. It's not how that works. Do I ever do full glam makeup? Not usually. Sometimes I'll do, this is pretty light makeup. Today I didn't do eyeliner today. I didn't do brows. Today I just did mascara, blush, and lip. But when I'm doing a quote unquote full face, like the most I typically will do is brows, eyeliner, mascara, under eye, blush, lip. And that's it. Someone who turned trans? Well, I don't think you did. That's simply not how it goes. What was my name before I came out? Once again, no one goes trans. It's not like because you could go crazy, but you don't go trans, right? It's just like you don't go. It's not like you go left-handed, right? You just are. You're either left-handed or you're not. You're either right-handed or you're not. That's just how you are. You can realize that you're trans, but you don't like choose to be trans. You don't choose to be gay. You don't choose to be left-handed. You just are. Does that make sense? Banned for life at Disney. Whew. I sure hope not. Otherwise, I just spent a whole lot of money for nothing. What was my name before? I will tell you what my name was before, but highly recommend don't ask a trans person that question because it can be pretty upsetting. I'm happy to say it, but my name, the name I was born with was Nicholas or Nick, but I've really always been Lily. I just didn't know it. It's a good way of thinking about it. I agree, Carrie. A lot of people are sad to come out. I had a trans friend that was bullied and I missed them. I'm sorry. Would I ever change my hairstyle? It depends. I love your hair. Is it real? It is. I think I should try. If I straighten my bangs, I'd have to do them as curtain bangs because they're pretty long. Interesting. I am banned for life at Disney. Whoa. Love you. Genuinely think curly bangs similar to curtain bangs. Sure. Yeah. I do have Disney World. We're going to Disney World next month. And we are streaming there. Okay. I think we should go ahead and do sub only. Not too many great questions coming through. All right, so these are corn. Ooh, these are Mexican Italian corn ribs. Okay, so you can see it's corn that's not on the cob. They're kind of sliced so that they stick together in these little rib type things. You can't just eat the whole thing. You kind of have to eat it off of the quote unquote rib. I see some sort of cheese. What cheese is this? Cotija or like some sort of queso fresca. A chipotle aioli as well. Let's try this. That was really good. And you're good, Kimberly. I know it was a dead sprit. These are really good. That's really good. I mean, it's simple. Nothing too crazy here. That's good. I'm not really getting the Romano. I think it was supposed to be Romano cheese on top. Also, it is Romano. No, it's not kidding. I think it's queso fresco though. Yeah, very easy to eat. Different than the street corn I've had, totally. And this is like classed up, fancy street corn for sure. Really good though. Really good. Thank you, Nick. All right, here we go. Let's try this again. Oh my God. That is so good. That is so stinking good. Look at that. Look at that aioli on there. What is it? These are corn ribs. This is one of those I could eat every week of my life for the rest of my life and be happy. Hello, Janice. How are you? Wow. But yes, no. It's a part of the cob. They kind of just like slice it off of the cob. They core it and then, still take a part where it's hard, kind of on the side, so that you see what I'm saying. So it kind of eats like a rib, but it's vegetarian. Corn ribs is kind of like a newer. I would almost call it a fad, but not in a bad way. Where someone discovered that you can serve corn like this and it sounds fun, like a rib. It's nice and bite sized. It's so juicy. It's so good, y'all. It is so good. It's really good. It's really good. How's my lip doing? Is it staying? Because usually the thing that gets it to not stay is fatty food, like greasy, aioli. What would I rate it out of 10? I mean, trying to think of a reason it wouldn't be a 10. Let me eat another one and give you a reason, and give you my final score. Oh, it fell apart a little bit. Oh, thank you, Nick. I was just saying, good. I mean, it's a 10. I'm not surprised because everything at this restaurant's a 10 out of 10. It is my favorite restaurant in San Francisco. There's nothing really I would do differently here. The restaurant's called Modi, M-O-D-I. In San Francisco, they're new. They're wonderful. They're really nice. The food is fantastic. They're really welcoming to me and down for me to stream, which is so nice. They're just good people. Yeah. What am I drinking? This is a mocktail. It's a limoncello spritz, but 0% alcohol. Oh, I love Epic Steak too. In fact, I would be there more often. The only problem is that they only open in the evenings. At 4 p.m. is when they open. So even if I wanted to stream there, I couldn't for another 10 minutes. And 4 p.m. San Francisco time is 7 p.m. on the East Coast, and 4 p.m. in San Francisco is midnight in the UK, and we have a lot of UK viewers. So I don't want to, I'm already late enough today. I mean, there are probably plenty of UK people who aren't here right now for that reason, because it's almost midnight in the UK. Any UK people here right now? I'm assuming some. There's plenty of people stay up after midnight, but I want to make it as easy as possible for more time zones to be here. In Arizona, it's 3:40. Is Arizona in multiple time zones? It's currently almost midnight, yeah. Samantha's here. Jay's here. Hello. 8:19 in Newfoundland. Gotcha. You love the time. Okay. It's almost 6 in Chicago, right? Because that's Central Time. Makes sense. Oh, no, totally. You're totally fine. I love questions. Incredible. Maybe a Friday stream, as most people are off for the weekend. I mean, like, do Friday streams later on. I'm not opposed to it. I'm not opposed to doing, I don't know. I kind of like having streams consistently at the same time of the day, so anyone who it does work for can always be there. Oh, yeah, 8 Arizona doesn't time change. This is great. What about Easter, Jared? I always forget that Arizona does that. Everyone should just not do daylight savings. My celebrity crush. Y'all will probably remember more than I do. I feel like about a month ago, I said, I don't normally have a celebrity crush, but this person is my crush. Who was it? Who was that? Was it Hunter Schafer? I mean, yes. I've not had these corn ribs before, and people are asking me what it is, and out of 10. And I was like, I can't think of anything that makes it not a 10 out of 10 because everything you do is 10 out of 10.
It's fun. Thank you.
They're fantastic as per usual. Yeah,
this one's fun. They're fun too. They do like this in Città del Messio.
Yeah.
So like the corn ribs.
So can I ask, is it queso fresco on top?
Which one?
Is it queso fresco?
Fresco, sì.
Okay, gotcha.
They do like in a homemade chipotle with queso fresco, and they cut this like in a funny way, so it looks like
it looks like a rib. It's fun, and they're easy to eat too.
Yes. Comes out because people try to cut it. I was like, don't cut it.
Yeah.
Just eat it with the hand.
Yeah, just like straight in.
Like
Yeah, so good. As always. Are there any desserts that are different for happy hour?
Let me check.
Oh my god, that's so exciting. Thank you.
There we go.
Thank you so much. Perfect. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Our taco flight is here, y'all.
Everything this big plate.
Oh, yeah, sure, sounds good. Thank you. Thank you, Yeti, for subscribing. It's not cooked. It's queso fresco. Is it Hunter Schafer? Gabby? Yeah, maybe Gabby. I do kind of have a crush on Gabby. No, none of these people, though. It was someone else. Don't know who. I'm trying to think. Who the heck was it? The corn will help me remember. Was it a Power Ranger? Was it Amy Jo Johnson? No. I mean, yes, but no. Owen Wilson. It was Owen Wilson. Wow. Who the heck is my son? I don't know. I'm really bad at remembering things. I don't know if it's ADHD or what, but there's someone out there who's my celebrity crush, and we'll think of them eventually. For anyone who goes back to my old streams and you run across that little soundbite, let me know. Oh, mine. That's a piece of corn is stuck in there. Sorry, hold on. I need a toothpick. That really got stuck in there it's like a corn flinter. Oh. All right. I may need to ask for a toothpick. Yeah. It's not like in my gum, but it's like really lodged in my teeth that it's like pushing my teeth apart. Probably my fault for eating it a weird way. Do you have a toothpick by chance? A toothpick? Thank you. We got it. It's where you carry dental floss. I should. Yeah. I have like the little plastic flossers at home. Just when I floss every night, but no. Y'all ready for tacos? What? Maybe it was Gabby. Maybe it was. I don't think so, though. I don't think so. Like, she's hot. Don't get me wrong. Oh, my God. But maybe it was. Thank you so much. Like, I have a crush, but I wouldn't. But she's not, like, the number one, oh, my God. I'm just, like, over. Taco flight, y'all.
Why?
How long will it take for this clip to be everywhere on pages that don't like me? Of me picking my teeth on stream. It was Gabby Wendy. Okay. Yeah, look. How could you not like Gabby Wendy? Did you see her Like, did you see her wedding pictures? She dropped them like a week ago, maybe. Wow. Wow. Mm. Mm. I tend to be more interested in people who are like, I guess in my mind, even though I don't have a chance with them, that they're already like out as gay. So if you're out as gay, you're already like 10 steps ahead of any other celebrity crush. Any movie recommendations? You know, I saw Sinners yesterday in theaters. It was really good. I really liked Sinners. Very good. So I'd recommend that. Thank you, Aaliyah, for subscribing. Oh, but I didn't blow dry my hair. No, I did not. This is natural air dry. Okay, we have a taco flight. 3 different types of tacos here, y'all. And we'll have to decide which one we want to do first. So here is the Wagyu taco that has Wagyu beef, a gorgonzola crema, some frise, that's lettuce, and I want to say maybe something else inside. Here we have a scallop and mushroom taco in the middle with a chipotle aioli, and then a lobster taco with some sort of crema, lime crema maybe, and a chipotle aioli, and then some slaw. Oh yeah, definitely go see Sinners. Sinners was awesome. Yeah, Sinners was really good. It's got Michael B. Jordan is fantastic in it. Everyone's awesome. Yeah, your partner and you watched Sinners. It was wonderful, and I got to see it in IMAX. Although not to complain too much, but and I told myself I wouldn't complain about this, but I'm going to do it once and then let it be. It was a big IMAX theater, like one of the best ones I've ever been to. Gorgeous screen, and the theater was sold out, or mostly sold out. And this person right next to me, a couple times during the movie, pulled out their phone, full brightness, just to check the time, and like quickly look through their notifications. I let it happen like twice, but the third time I was like, excuse me, that's really distracting. And they looked at me they did one of these. And they said something to the effect of like, I don't care. Or no. They said, I know. That's what they said. They said, I know. And I said, okay, well, could you like not do it then? And they said, I'm going to do whatever I want. And I said, alrighty then. Can you believe that? It's like a theater full of people who all paid a good amount. Oh, they knew they were being a jerk. But it's like they weren't even doing anything important. They were just checking the time. And like, you know, they didn't even like go into their phone. They just like looked at their notifications. They were just like, oh, has anyone talked to me in the past 20 minutes? So rude. That's what I'm saying. They didn't do it again after that. But they even like looked over to the person they were there with, which I think was their parents, and they're like, this person wants me to stop looking at my phone. Can you believe it? I don't know how in 2025 you can think that looking at your phone, it's one thing if you have the entire row to yourself, because in certain theaters, you can't see anyone in the row ahead of you or behind. Like I go to the AMC Metreon in San Francisco, where almost all of the theaters are reclining seats, and so that means that people can't see you behind you, and you can't see people ahead. So if you have the whole row to yourself, especially if you're like in the back row, okay, fine. But this was a full IMAX theater. There were no reclining seats. You could see everyone. There's probably like 200 people in there. Always, yeah. And like, really, you shouldn't even have your phone out, period. It's one thing during the previews. I get that. That's fine. I'll look at my phone during the previews sometimes because previews don't matter. But once that opening roll starts and you're in, you know, and they have like the, you know, DreamWorks logo or whatever it is, those phones have to go off. They have to go off. And I'm always the one that's going to say something. Always the one to say something. And people get so defensive about it. Like, why are you here? Why not just wait 7 days to watch it at your house? Because you can anything that's out in the theaters is usually on demand in like 2 weeks or less. Sinners will probably be a little bit longer because I actually I don't know. It might not be. It might be on demand in like a week and a half. Anyways, and the point of the story is do not, under any circumstances, get your phone out in a movie theater once the movie is playing. If you have to look at your phone, leave for a second. Because people are there to enjoy, and you're interrupting it. It takes you out. Like the reason you go to the movie theater is because it's dark, you're locked in, and you're not looking at your phone. Right? You can look at your phone at home. Yeah, give it a couple times. I gave it a couple times. I think I gave them 2 times, and on the 3rd time I said something because it was very quick. Yeah, previews are different. I will look at my phone for the entirety of previews because previews can be watched anywhere, and like people are still filtering in during previews usually. And I specifically don't like looking at the screen because oftentimes they'll spoil everything. So I use my phone as like a thing to focus on so I don't get spoiled on whatever movies I want to see. So if I need to look, I'll keep it down in my person no one else can see. Even that I'm not super huge on unless you have the row to yourself. But like, you know, if you need, like if there's an emergency, I get it. But this was not an emergency with this person. They were just like, I wonder if anyone's pinged me. I wonder if I got any Instagram likes. Like that's what this person was doing. Anyways, rant over. Tacos are going to get cold. Let's start with the lobster. This was one of the most requested ones. This and the birria, or not the birria, the wagyu. Oh, these are leaky tacos. All right, I'm gonna have to be careful here. Here we go. So once again, this is the lobster taco.
You can try this. We just started like 10 minutes ago.
Oh my god. Oh my. That is very good. That's real good. As someone who's not the biggest lobster fan, that's a 10 out of 10 taco. It's a 10 out of 10 taco. I did roll my eyes a little bit. That's great. That's fantastic. Yeah. Someone asked, were they a kid? No. No, they were not. I bet they were probably like 30s. Because they're, who I presume was their parents, like it was like older gentleman, older woman, and then like someone who was appropriately aged to be their child. They were like 30. They were a grown adult. Wow. That is something else. That is something else. Mm. Not a teen. Adults. 30s. Wow. I see why this person recommended it. I'm going to put a little bit of one of these medium hot sauces on here for the final bite. That's really good. Wow. Mm. 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 How have we not had tacos here before? Modi can do no wrong. This restaurant can do no wrong. I've not had one single thing here that I'm not like all about. Not a single thing. Even the times where, like the first time we were here, they brought out a whole bunch of stuff that we didn't even order. Stuff like squid and lobster, or squid and octopus, and I'm not even big into those. I still liked it. Thank you, Molly, for subscribing. Cheers. Mm. All right, let's try some of this slaw. I think I've had it before a while back. It's wonderful. It's creamy, but still somehow fresh. Cherry tomatoes, cabbage. That's wonderful. I think I will need a second drink. But we'll get there. All right. Let's do the Wagyu next. Actually, oh, great. Thank you so much. How about we do the scallop next? We'll go my left to on myself only a little bit. Just a little seed. Also, these tacos, or I guess I should say the tortillas. Just inhaled something. Excuse me. All right. These are the scallop tacos with, I want to say there's some sort of mushroom in here. I'm not seeing it, but that doesn't matter. Here we go. Uh-oh. Oh no. I ate my hair. Oh, God. That was a tough one. I think we might need to move a few tables down. A group just got quite large near me. Would it be possible to move down a little bit? It got pretty loud. Sorry. Yeah, just a few tables. Thank you so much. Okay, thank you so much. Let's keep going. I think like here should be fine. Is this okay?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Sorry about that. I don't want to interrupt them, and I know looks like they're having a good time, so it'd be easier to be a little closer, farther away.
I will call your stuff over there. We're gonna take with it. Okay?
Thank you so much. This is the fit check, y'all. What do we think? Yeah, it did get very loud. Probably a little better. They got it's happy hour, so people are drinking. Oh, thank you so much. Appreciate it. If I ever end up opening a restaurant, which I can't imagine I ever will, but if for some reason that happens, it will be a restaurant that is always quiet, or at least relatively quiet. All guests will be expected to keep it down. You know, it's not like you have to whisper, but just be cool. Don't like scream, right? It'll probably be, if money were no object and we didn't have to sell alcohol, I would have it be a sober restaurant where no one's going to get too rowdy. No one's going to start trying to be you know how sometimes you have people who have restaurants, okay, I see the mushrooms now, who have to be the loudest person at that table. People who need to dominate the conversation that they're in. And if someone's talking, they need to be louder than everyone else so that people listen to them. And then, those people, that's what's happening at that table, which is totally fine. Would I allow streaming in my restaurant? Sure. Yeah, as long as people were respectful and not too loud. There probably wouldn't be any music at all. If there was, it would be very soft, kind of lo-fi beats. That is a mushroom scallop taco. Also very good. Not quite as mind-blowing as the lobster one, but still very, very good. Thank you, Molly. Sorry, I missed your question. I'm interested in how you feel about trans people physically transitioning versus not, and how long I've been sober. I've been sober, depending on the substance, between 2 and 5 years. You're the person, hey, look, more power to you. There's nothing wrong with it. You tend to make people laugh, hey, more power to you. Okay. Trans people physically transitioning, so that means now do you mean physically as in medically transitioning, or do you mean physically as in wearing different clothes? Because in order to be trans, you don't need to do anything. You can be trans before you even start. You are trans before you start transitioning. Medically transitioning versus not. Yeah, plenty of trans people have no interest in medical transition, and that's totally fine and valid. That was good. There's no requirement to physically transition, medically transition. It doesn't make you any better or worse or more or less of a trans person to medically transition. Just based on anecdotal evidence, the majority of trans people I know choose to, but not all of them. The same thing goes for surgeries. There are plenty of trans people who are no operation. No, they have no interest in that, because gender dysphoria is a little bit different for everyone. Sometimes people are just happy to be yeah, I'm trans, and that's it. They may not even need to change to wear different clothes than they were wearing before, or change their name, or change their pronouns. The only thing that is required is being trans in the first place. Oh boy. Uh-oh. We're good. We're good. I saved it. All right, so this is the last one, the one I think a lot of y'all were very excited for, myself included. This is a Wagyu taco. Wagyu, of course, one of the very fancy meats out there. It's expensive, but it's quite good. It's very tender, quite fatty. These look to be some leaner cuts of it, which I'm grateful for. I love you can eat everything at once. My OCD is so bad I have to eat something one by one. Fair enough. All right, here we go. Let's make sure there's a gorgonzola crema on top. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's good. Is my lip staying? I can't believe it. Is it? On my kind of sort of view of it. Looks okay. Wow. That's good. Someone asked, or E's mama said, which one is the best? It was the lobster. It could be affected by that the lobster was still hot when I ate it and this one is not. But even with that information, even that given, I do think that the lobster would still be my fave. This is good too. They're all really good. Is it a deal breaker if you fall in love and they want kids? Yeah. It certainly is a deal breaker. That's why I would have that conversation sooner rather than later. I don't think I would necessarily even let myself fall in love with someone if I wasn't fully informed on where they stood on the do you want kids question. Okay, favorite to least favorite, they're all really good. There is no like bad taco here at all. Lobster number 1, Wagyu number 2, scallops number 3. But if I'd gotten any 3 of them just alone, all 3 of any of them, I would have been happy. There's nothing at this restaurant that is anything less than excellent. Now, if I meet someone that already has a kid, that is different. Because you can make it where just because you're dating that person, you're not like set up to be a secondary caregiver or even a primary caregiver. In fact, I'd be pretty clear about that even if a long-term relationship were to occur, I'd be happy in like a fun aunt role, but I'm not looking to be like, mom number 2. And look, hey, I can only say these things in theory because I've not been put in this position before. Maybe there's a world in which I do become a mom too, to someone who already has a kid. And if that happens, great. But that's not something I'm like looking for. What if you fall in love later and later they want to adopt, but as the main caregiver? I mean, if they want to do that, that's great. As long as the expectation is not that I'm also going to become a caregiver. Yeah, that's wonderful. Yeah, go ahead and take it. Thank you so much. That's lovely. Thank you. As long as that's the expectation. Oh, I got you, Nancy. These are great questions. I think I'd be a really good parent, but I also don't really have, I don't know, I struggle to take care of myself, much less someone else. I don't get enough sleep already. I'm a very anxious person. I like my alone time. I like financially not having to pay for someone to do everything and anything. Kids are expensive, and I'm not made of money. Have I ever really wanted kids? No. There's never been a point where I'm like, yes, kids. There have been times where I'm like, all right, maybe, I guess it happens, but that was mostly pre-transition before I really knew who I was. You never know what's around the corner. Yeah, on my good days, I'd be a good parent. That's all. Yeah, only on good. Yeah, but you need to be a good parent all the time. At least hopefully. Most of the time. At this point in my life, if I were to try to get into something new, I would very quickly bring up not being able to have babies. Sure, yeah. I think that's totally reasonable. So if you're on like a date with someone, first, second, third date, be like, by the way, I can't have babies. Usually, at least in my case, that kind of goes without saying. But yeah. See, I won't have kids as I'll pass on genetic health issues. Totally. I would do the same, but at least at this point, I don't even have the capacity. There's no universe in which I can create a child at this point with the orchiectomy that I got a couple years ago. Molly says, when would you start talking to your kids about, not to push it, but to open and form? So it's actually not transgenderism, just transgender people. The existence of trans people. As soon as like it's possible for them to have a trans friend, right? So when you start kindergarten or whenever you start like having interactions with other kids is when you should know. Just like you wouldn't want your 4-year-old going on a play date to a house where there's 2 moms and being like, oh my God, 2 moms? Wait, what? That's not, how can you have 2 moms? What do you mean? And then making potentially their friend feel really uncomfortable about it, maybe othered. And then like, also like it's embarrassing for you that, you know, your kid like doesn't understand, right? So be like, yeah, it's okay. You know, people have 2 moms or 2 dads sometimes. That's all you need to say. In the same way that like, it's like a 3-minute conversation, if that, right? All you need to say is like, oh, by the way, your friend Bob is actually now your friend Sally. And instead of saying he, now you say she, and they're going to wear some different clothes. Great. That's it. That's like literally all you need to say. It's not like you need to sit them down and be like, this is what it means to be transgender. Let's crack open this, you know, gender theory textbook, right? It's like very simple explanations. There are children's books exactly for this. There's like this, you know, there's children's books for like, you know, 2 and 3-year-olds that are like called the pronoun book. And I got that one the other day just because out of curiosity. It's just like he, she, like the basics of basics. There's no like, you know, I think a lot of people are very concerned. I'm sure whoever asked this question, Molly or whoever, there's a lot of concern out there that like if you teach kids about what it means to be trans, that they'll be more likely to be trans, which is not true. Not at all true. If your kid is trans, they're trans from day one. No amount of books that you read them or things that you tell them about will make them trans. In the same way that no amount of, you know, you can try to teach someone to not be left-handed, but at the end of the day, they're left-handed whether you like it or not. And it's not like you had any impact on that. It was just like the genetic lottery. That's what happened. So there's no reason not to teach it to a kid as soon as it makes sense. One of my daughter's best friends is trans, and it's the most normal thing. No difference to anyone. Exactly. The sooner that you tell them about it, the more normal it is. Right? If a kid doesn't know that trans people exist until they're 13, then first off, they'll be confused. Like, how did I not know about this? It must not be normal. That might be an assumption, which is not what you want them to think. And 2, like, why has this been kept from me? Also, if your kid happens to be trans, it's like important that they know about what it means to be trans sooner so that they can be like, that's me. Because I never knew what it meant to be trans until like my 20s. And that was worked to my disadvantage because I wasn't able to be like, to like apply the definition of being trans to like myself because I didn't know. When you speak on gender fluidity, how should you go about addressing them day to day? I think if I were gender fluid, which I'm not, I would probably wear like a pin or something. If you're someone whose pronouns change on a day-to-day basis, it's just the smart thing to do to have like a system by which people don't need to ask you, right? Like maybe like a pin or a button seems like the easiest way so that you don't have to ask that person every single day what their pronouns are. And you can just kind of look down and be like, oh, it's he today, or oh, it's they today, or she today, or whatever. And that's it. Absolutely, it's up to us parents to teach our kids that people are all the same. Exactly. 100%. I'm looking forward to this dessert menu at some point. I wonder, we'll have to go and see about our server. Okay, I think we should, are there any other questions? I think I'm going to open the floodgate briefly. Wait, I always assumed if someone's gender fluid, they, them is acceptable. Is it not? Help. it's gender fluid means that on any given day, you might want to use different pronouns and might want to present differently. It means your gender is literally fluid, right? It's changing all the time. So maybe for a gender fluid person, they could tell you like, oh yeah, they, them, always fine. I'm sure plenty of gender fluid people do that. Maybe it's just easier. But that's not like the blanket rule. Sometimes gender fluid people like might want he, him on a certain day, might want she, her on a different day, or they, them on a different day. That's literally the definition because it's fluid. Hi, could I have a dessert menu, please? Thank you. And do you have any like peppermint hot tea, possibly? Or?
Yeah, we do.
Perfect.
I'll make you one.
Perfect. Thank you. Yeah, of course. Okay, I'm gonna open the floodgates. If you have any good questions, that seems complicated. Not really. I mean, if you just wear a pin or a button, like he, him, or she, her, or they, them, then as long as everyone knows to look for it, then you're good.
There we go.
Thank you so much. Oh, I'm sorry, you're here a little late, Emma. All right, let's go ahead and open the floodgates just so we can say hi to our non-subscribed friends. All right. Let's see. We have a couple of different. Okay, it looks like the dessert menu has not changed. Hello, Lila. How's it going, Larabelle? Hello. You're free, I know. Hello, Cammie. Thank you, Nance. Hello, Amy. How is someone changing their gender every day considered normal? How is someone's gender staying the same every day normal? The answer is it's all normal. Hi, Daphne. Hello. What bathroom do I use? I use the women's room because I am a woman. Do I get phantom period pains? I don't. I don't get phantom period pains. Lots of support for you. Thank you, sorority. Someone said, how do you tell what someone's gender is? You don't, unless they tell you themselves. Hello, Demi. Hi, everyone. Hello, Amelia. You can't be in the women's bathroom. Yes, I can. I love learning from you. Thank you. Let's see. It's not normal to change it every day. How does that make biological? Well, it has nothing to do with biology. Hello, Rye. Hi, everyone. Hello, Slick Rick. How you doing? Let's see. Thank you, Rizzler. Hi, everyone. Dessert time. So we've had a bunch of desserts here before. Let's see. Hi, Maddie. How you doing? Hello, Stella. All right. I think what are phantom period pains? Some trans women report feeling like mild versions of symptoms that you might feel when you have a period, when you're on your monthly, as you might say. I think it happened. It's relatively rare from what I can tell. I've met a couple of trans people, trans women specifically, who have reported phantom period pains that like once a month they might get a little bloated or a little crampy. Usually, from what I've heard, not like as bad as a cis woman or a trans man having period pains, a uterus haver. Thank you so much.
Can I get you anything with dessert?
Give me a few more minutes, and I think. Thank you so much. My son, now daughter, came out as trans this Easter. That's so great! Congrats to your daughter. That's awesome. Said your daughter? Perfect. Love it. Good for them, or good for her maybe. Awesome. My pronouns are she, her. How did my mom feel about you choosing your new name since she chose my old one? She was totally happy about it. What do I identify as? I identify as a trans woman. Am I able to get pregnant? No, absolutely not. Why am I so rude to waiters? God, because they just deserve it, Waiters, they're the worst, am I right? As someone who goes to restaurants for a living, God, can you imagine being someone who goes to restaurants just to be mean to servers? What an awful person that would be. Do you ever think it will be possible for trans women to carry children? I think it will be. I really do think so. And I think it might be sooner rather than later. I do. I see. This is green tea, not mint tea. How do I deal with all the hate? Oh, I do my best. I have good people around me. But no, I totally think it'll be possible for trans women to carry children. Specifically because they're already doing uterus transplants. That means that someone only in cis women so far, but what they'll do is they take a uterus from someone and they implant it into another person. seal them up. That person can become pregnant. The baby grows, and then at 9 months they perform a cesarean section, a C-section, and the baby's born. And about 100 babies have been born that way so far, which is pretty cool, pretty dang cool. And it's very new science. It's only happened in the past decade or so. I want to say the first one is in like 2014. Was the first one roughly? Maybe 2013? I forget the Wikipedia page, but look it up. Uterus transplants are happening. And again, they're only happening via C-section, right? So who's to say that couldn't be a trans woman? They haven't tried it on trans women yet, but the science makes sense. You know, I'm sure that it'll work slightly differently, but I don't know. It all seems very possible to me. You have a crush on my mom? She is wonderful. Do you think insurance should pay for? Of course they should. It's gender affirming care. It's medically necessary. So actually, I think this is green tea. Oh, but it's green tea. I'm caffeine free. Do you have peppermint tea? Just like pure peppermint?
That was the peppermint.
Oh, okay. Do you have chamomile tea?
Let me check.
Yeah, you can take this one. I can't drink it because I'm caffeine free. Sorry about that.
Let me check.
Thank you. Okay, I think. Do I want children? No. I think we're good here. I'm not seeing too many great questions. How did I choose the name Lily? It was just with me for a long time. I used it growing up a lot. I used it to like name my video game characters, like World of Warcraft or whatever. There was like a little, wizard named Lily running around throwing fireballs. Someone was asking how to support their gay son. However, support them in the same way you would support your straight son. Love them. Give them hugs. Be there, call them up, ask how their day went. It's not like we're, I think sometimes people overthink it a little bit, which is fine. But it's like, we're just normal people. The same way we support us, the same way you support anyone else. By, how was your day? Or, hey, how's it going? I was thinking about you. Like, that's really, you don't need to have all the answers about like, this is what you do when this happens. Or, I did all this research into blah, blah, blah. And like, this is my recommendation. They'll figure that out for themselves. What they need is a shoulder to lean on and someone who cares about them. And yeah, that's all. What kind of content creators am I looking for in Florida? Any kind of content creator. Thank you so much. I think I've had all of these desserts. And they're all wonderful. I think last time I had the fruit salad, and that was great. The time before I had the cheesecake margarita.
It's gonna be strawberry today.
A strawberry? Strawberry cheesecake? Let's do that, please. Thank you so much. Hello, everyone. What did I get to eat? We started with corn ribs, and then we did a flight of tacos, and now we're doing a strawberry cheesecake. And this is I believe, chamomile tea? Yes. Thank you, Holly. All right. I think we're good here. When am I going to Disney? Let's talk about Disney. I want to talk about Disney. So I'm going to Disney World next month. I am not going to say exactly when I'm there, but I will say it will be a full week, and we will do streams Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. It will be a marathon of streams and content. I'm super excited about it. I just booked it this morning. I don't know what days I'm going to be at which parks. Certainly won't give that out, but it's exciting. So if anyone has restaurant recommendations in Disney World, doesn't matter what park, can even be in Disney Springs, which is technically not in a park, or any of the restaurants in any of the resorts, please recommend. Is streaming openly available anywhere in the parks? Yes. There are people who stream from, I think, either Disney all the time. People go like almost every day and will just stream themselves walking through the parks. Yeah. Was it expensive? Yes. It was like, it's going to be over $3,000 before any of the like food costs or, incidentals being there. It's an expensive trip, but it's going to be very fun. So get excited for it. But yeah, let me know if you have any like restaurant recs, because I haven't been to Disney World. I'm trying to think, because I grew up, I went middle and high school. I was in Florida. I lived in Sarasota, which is very close to Disney. Was it more than Disneyland? Not that different, but it felt like about the same. I think Disney would heal my inner child. I bet it would. We are doing Oogie Boogie Bash at Disneyland this September for my son. That's great. I'm assuming that's their Halloween situation. Thank you, Taylor, for subscribing. I haven't been since, because I went, the last time I remember being there was in 2012, maybe, with a friend at the time, and we went to Epcot. I think that was the last time. Space 2020, I will definitely, or Space 220, it's like a restaurant that makes you feel like you're in outer space. Oh, I'll be there. Don't worry. Don't worry. Trick-or-treating in the park, that's awesome. I just had to sub to tell you to try the cheeseburger egg rolls at Disney. Okay. Where in Disney? Where are they, in a particular restaurant? Because I've had cheeseburger egg rolls at like the Cheesecake Factory, and those were okay. I'm a little bit mixed on the whole thing of like putting greasier things inside of a greasy egg roll, but I'll try it. Is it Animal Kingdom? Okay. I'm definitely going to go to Animal Kingdom. I think that'll probably be one day of streaming, because I really want to do all the Avatar stuff. I want to go on the Avatar ride. Is there a couple rides? There's a couple, so I really want to go on that. Hello, Aaliyah. I'm thinking a day at Animal Kingdom, a day at Magic Kingdom, at least 2 days at Epcot, maybe a third day, depending. I just don't know what there is to do at Hollywood Studios. There's the Rock and Roller Coaster. There's the Tower of Terror. I love those rides, but I don't know. I don't know like what kind of food, like what restaurants are at the Hollywood Studios, right? I don't know what restaurants are there. I don't remember it being like a very restaurant-centric park. When am I doing this next month? The cheeseburger spring rolls are at the spring roll cart outside of Fantasyland at Magic Kingdom. Thank you, Lily Pickles. Thank you, Lily Pickles. I will keep an eye out. Slinky Dog? Is that a restaurant? There's an Irish pub in Hollywood Studios that's good, but not worth going just for that. Okay. Yeah. I have a feeling that Epcot's going to be our main place. It might be like, and I don't know this for sure, but maybe like Monday Epcot, Tuesday something else, Wednesday Epcot, Thursday something else, Friday Epcot. Just because Epcot has the World Showcase, which has like 60, like crazy amounts of restaurants. The Disney app, it's on the Disney app. What's on the Disney app? Hold on. Missed your last comment. Anyways, yeah, I'll keep an eye out for it. Am I going to stream all day? I don't know. Probably most of the day. I'm not 100% sure. Like last time we tried to go on rides. I've been on Living with the Land. I like Living with the Land. It's very chill. Last time we tried to go on rides on stream, and it was very, very spotty in terms of reception, because a lot of rides, especially the ones that are more intense, go inside, and there's a lot of like moving metal pieces, so like reception is very spotty and honestly not good enough. And especially on rides that it's dark on the inside. I don't like being that person. We tried it on like Pirates of the Caribbean, but we learned that Pirates of the Caribbean, I think, either goes underground or like into a place where there's just no reception for about half of it. So it just cut out, and it kind of wasn't worth streaming at. Hotspots. Well, it's not even what hotspots do. Is hotspots act just like another phone that you can connect to that like. So that wouldn't really help me so much. The best thing you can do is just be outside or in a building where there's not like metal walls, which is easier said than done. Even in San Francisco, which is one of the most technologically advanced, quote unquote, cities in the world with a lot of great reception, there's still, like 1 or 2 cement walls is all it takes to make it too spotty to stream. Try the Disney Parks app. Oh yeah, don't worry. I've already been looking on the website, and I know it's on the app too about restaurants for sure. But any recommendations? Oh, Taylor, the little boat ride in Mexico is one of my favorite rides. because it gets you out of the heat. It's super chill. You get to go by the people at the Mexican restaurant. Get to watch all the cliff divers. I love that ride. I've been on it a million times. Always go on that ride. You have to take a bus to Disney Springs. Yeah, we'll definitely do Disney Springs. We'll stream there as well. I just need to do my research. So, but there's so much to do. If anyone wants to help with research and like look up, what I'm looking for is table service restaurants, restaurants that you sit down and you have a server, that are well lit, relatively quiet, and not in a and with good reception, which is a tough one to kind of know off the bat. But if you want to help and let me know what is good, please do. What's better, Disneyland or Disney World? I mean, I've only been to Disneyland once, and I grew up near Disney World, so I have a preference for Disney World because it has Epcot and Disneyland does not. But I don't know if you can say one is like so much better than the other. They're different. It will never not be Downtown Disney. That's what I'm saying. I grew up with Downtown Disney, not Disney Springs. It's the new name. Also, Disney Quest. Disney Quest was like my jam when I was like 12. I love Disney Quest. It's not there anymore, I don't think. But it was this place where it's just like 3 or 4 stories of arcade games and like bumper cars. It was like an indoor theme park for like nerdy kids, and I loved it. You can make your own roller coaster, and like it didn't go anywhere, but it was like put you in this ball and like flipped you around. You got to look at the hoops, the loops, and spins that you made. I'm wanting to eat with characters. I'm open to it. Ooh, thank you so much, and I'll have to check this. The check. Thank you so much. I'm open to eating with characters as long as it's not too loud and as long as reception's good. The Beauty and the Beast restaurant, I think, has to be on the list, right? I'll have to look into it and see if people have streamed there before to kind of get a feel for what the reception is. What's Old Town? What's Old Town? I don't even know what Old Town is. All right, y'all. This is the strawberry cheesecake. Normally it's a margarita cheesecake, but today they did strawberry. And I'm not mad at it because it's a new type of cheesecake we get to try. Okay, my wallet out so we can pay. Shall we? What's Icon Park? Oh, that's good. Look, this place is always great. And this is no exception. This is a wonderful strawberry cheesecake. I mean, I think I have a preference for the margarita cheesecake. But, oh my God, not by much. It's so decadent. Honestly. It's not Disney related. Okay, I think I probably am going to stay in the Disney ecosystem just because I'm already paying a lot to be at Disney. It's wonderful. That's wonderful. What are the margarita? It was just kind of like a key lime cheesecake. Maybe leaning into a little bit more to like the salt that a margarita brings. I can't wait for it either. I'm so pumped. It's not like tomorrow or anything, but it's getting there. So we have time to like plan and think about what we want to do. I think top of my list so far. I just need to stop and appreciate this every time we take a bite. So good. Top of my list is going to be the Space restaurant where it feels like you're in space. Then the Beauty and the Beast restaurant. Those are kind of the two that seem to be their high concept, really themed, like the thing. I know it's a late stream. Hello, Kay. So we'll see how that goes. I need to get reservations. Start working on reservations as well for things like that. But wow, I know there's a French restaurant in Epcot that's supposed to be really fun. Okay, but what is Icon Park? Like, I don't know what that is. I know it's not Disney related, but what do you do there? Is it a theme park? Is it a restaurant place? Is it a streaming friendly place? Wow. You think the actress I was talking about was Jessica Chastain? I don't think so, because I wouldn't say I have a crush on Jessica Chastain. I mean, I think she's attractive, but I don't think I'd say I have a crush on her. Am I going to Magic Kingdom? Oh yeah, Magic Kingdom, Animal Crossing. I'm going to Animal Crossing. Animal Kingdom. That would be cool. I would definitely go to an Animal Crossing theme park. How cool would that be? Animal Kingdom. I've never been to Animal Kingdom actually. Somehow, Animal Kingdom, Magic Kingdom, and Epcot. I don't know about Hollywood Studios. I need to do more research there, but tentatively, I'm probably not going to go to that one. I mean, they have a Studio Ghibli theme park. They have a Mario theme park. Why can't we have an Animal Crossing theme park? I'd rather go to Animal Crossing than the Mario one. Restaurants, shops, rides, and a Ferris wheel. Okay. It's filler for families to do something on non-park days. Gotcha. I don't think I'm going to go to that. Not because I don't think it'd be fun, but because we have more than enough to do at Disney. And I've bought tickets for Disney. It would be silly for me not to be at Disney while am paying way too much money to be at Disney, you know? I don't think we're going to run out of stuff to do in 5 days when it comes to streaming. Also, where is the Guardians of the Galaxy ride? Where's that one? And where's the Tron ride? Because I have to go on the Tron Light Cycle ride. I have to go on Guardians of the Galaxy, the roller coaster, and I'd like to go on Tower of Terror. So maybe that's why I go to the Hollywood Studios, because I do love that ride, and I love the Aerosmith ride. Tron is in the Magic Kingdom. Okay, got it. Is the new Test Track is open now too? Oh, the new Test Track. Test Track was the first ride that I ever really fell in love with Test Track. It's a ride where you're in a car and it takes you, kind of pretends you're a crash dummy, and takes you through, they put you through the car testing, and you're like zigging and zagging, and you go fast at the end. It's super fun. Guardians is an Epcot. Okay, that's good to know. I've heard that's just magical. Yeah, I'm pumped. Now, is the Guardian? No, okay. So in Disneyland, thank you so much. Oh, that's very sweet of you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I'll be right with you.
Okay, thank you. In California, they replaced the Tower of Terror with Guardians of the Galaxy. The dessert was a strawberry cheesecake, and it was very good. It was very, very good. I was big into it. Look at how small this hole is. That's what they said. But you got to grip it. I could maybe barely fit my pinky through that. Here, like this. There we go. It's very cute, very stylized. It's a very small little. In order to not touch it, you got to really be careful. You got to really have kind of like some grip strength to hold on to it and not touch the hot mug. But I'm into it though. I'm quite into it. Very demure, very cute. Very mindful. Is that the other one? Very mindful, very demure, very... Wasn't that a trans woman who came up with that? Wasn't there a whole thing there? You did miss the lobster. I'm sorry. Missed the lobster. I apologize. Very mindful. Yes, very mindful. Very... all those things. How was it? It was wonderful. It was wonderful. Yeah, it was really great. We had, as always, this restaurant is just like the best. And this restaurant is opening an Italian-Japanese fusion very soon. I think it's called Ciao Rigato, like the word ciao and origato put together. Ciao Rigato. And yeah, it's next month. I'm super excited for it. Hopefully they open before. I guess it doesn't really matter. I'll be there one way or another. But can you imagine, Japanese Italian sushi? What would it even be? I don't even know. What would you put in sushi? Probably instead of shrimp tempura, it'd be squid tempura. That would make sense, right? And then maybe, I don't know. I feel like tomatoes and sushi wouldn't go well together. Probably have to stay away from that. Maybe like olive stuff. Not to change the subject, but Test Track is closed for refurbishment. Is it still closed? When's it supposed to open? That really bums me out, Taylor. I thought it was open by now. Am I going to VidCon? I don't have plans to go to VidCon. Someone I know emailed me about it. I was like, I'd love to go, but I don't really know what I do there. Summer. Okay, well maybe by the time we're there. Is May summer? When is the first day of summer? Is it May? It's like May, June, and July. I guess August is also summer. So maybe it's June, July, and August that are summer? Because they probably wouldn't open it early. I need another toothache. Thank you. VidCon is a convention for kind of like, it's like if you like online creators, VidCon's the convention for you. You can like meet the people that you watch, or if you're a creator, you can go and like meet your fans or do panels. It's like, it's a convention. June 20th. Okay, so I guess Test Track won't be ready. That's very sad. It's very sad. You count August as fall. I think technically it is. Hello, Carly. How are you? Did I eat yet? I did eat yet. I'm sorry, Safe Space. We're waiting for the check to be processed. What is CrimeCon like the true crime convention? Is that what that is? I'm glad to hear you're doing well, Carly. I do not like true crime. More power to you. I'm glad that's your thing. It's not for me. June through August is summer. Okay. All right. Okay. Yes, May is just. I don't know. For some reason, I guess maybe because of summer vacation with American schools is always usually towards the end of May, June, and July. Like summer vacation is May, June, July, and then August is when you go back to school. So I always kind of thought of that as the beginning of fall. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Let's see. Oh, that is so sweet of them. They comped a lot of things. They usually do it, and it's very sweet of them. All right. Y'all ready to play the guessing game? Spring is March through May. Gotcha. Yes, please.
I got it.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you. All right. In certain states, it's hot already. Yeah, I guess it's also a weather thing. I don't know. Schools get out mid to late June? Really? That's bonkers. Thank you so much. Appreciate you.
See you next time.
Yep. See you next time. Okay, y'all. So we got, well, the things that they charged us for, okay, were the limoncello spritz in the beginning, and the street corn. And that's all they charged us for. That's all they charged us for. They did not charge us for the flight of tacos. They did not charge us for the tea, and they did not charge us for the cheesecake. So it was a pretty small number to start with. I tipped about 250% ish. So go ahead and guess. Only guess once, please. Only guess once, please. And you can and guess dollars and cents. Please guess including the tip. If you guess 70, like Samantha guess, I'll just assume you mean $70.00 because often the cents matter. Please only guess once. If you guess twice, you're disqualified. All right. One of y'all is the closest so far. What did they comp? I don't know. They comped the lobster, the tacos. They comped the tea. They comped the dessert because they're very sweet here. Okay. Give it another few seconds. You're fine, Aaliyah. All right. Not a whole lot of guesses today, but that's fine. the winner today is Chris. Congratulations, Chris. Chris guessed $85.01. And pre-tip, they only charged us, what was this? $27.01, which is pretty wild. Pre-tip only $27.01. I tipped $60 on top of that, which I think is only fair based on how generous and kind they are to us at this restaurant. Which means that Chris was exactly $2 under, which is pretty good. Now, Chris, do you know what you win? This isn't your first time winning, right? I don't think so. I don't think so. Chris, you win nothing. Absolutely nothing. Sorry to say. Yeah, you were definitely closer, Ease Mama, but not quite as close. You win nothing, but also, because it's Monday and I'm feeling generous, you win everything. So congrats. Cool. So today's Monday, which means tomorrow I will be back. You can't spit your water. I will be back tomorrow, and then, of course, on Thursday after that, because we don't stream Wednesdays. At least normally. When we're at Disney, Wednesdays. I think that's it. Is there anything else? Thank you to my moderators. Thank you to everyone who gifted today. Thank you to everyone who subscribed today. Thank you to everyone who stayed subscribed. Appreciate you. All right, everyone. Love you. And until tomorrow, you stay lovely.